back in '87, and over the last 22 years, I helped to grow this company from 400 employees to more than 50,000 employees. Yeah, first of all, I want to thank Mannheim, both the Mannheim Business School, but also the University of Mannheim. Without any doubt, you would not have such a good career opportunity, and I would not have had at this time, because Mannheim is location #1 really for all things in business administration and business education. And I can clearly say this from my experience. I was, as I said, 22 years with SAP, thereof 14 years on the board, and I was responsible for 10 years also for HR, human resources. So I look at all the criteria. I don't like this also, but Professor Homburg, as long as you are #1, you should like the rankings. So I looked carefully on the rankings, and we all the time really hire people from Mannheim because we made the best experience, and therefore I want to first of all have a big hand for all the staff, and especially for you, Professor Homburg. By the way, this is also new thing. 28 years back, only the professors have been allowed to judge the students. Now it's also possible the other way around, that we say students judge the professors. I think customer care is a good thing. But customer care was always done at university here at this location in Mannheim. We had 100 years anniversary 2 years ago. Some of you will remember this. It was also in this nice location. I had also the honor to be a keynote speaker besides Lothar Spread. It took some time for the university, and I'm even more proud that for Mannheim Business School, this was even faster. It was in a very short time, you got all the awards, and I have some of them: Best German Business School, Best German Professors of Business Administration. Again, I have to name Professor Homburg here, #1. But we have also Professor Weber, Professor Kieser, Professor Maug, so we have excellent staff here. Best German full-time MBA program, and a lot of other awards. I don't want to bring all of them, since I have only 20 minutes here. Obviously, I have some other things to say. So special thanks to your staff here. Excellent work, Professor Homburg and team. Great, and just continue what you do and don't rest, please. So, we have all reasons of the world to celebrate today and have a large party, and I'm sure you will have this large party. Unfortunately, I have to leave after my speech because I have another appointment in France at 8 o'clock, so it will be pretty tough to get there. But you should really celebrate and have a party, and some of you should drink my part of the wine. Okay, you should do it. Yeah, let's after the party. Maybe you will be a little bit tired tomorrow, you and your family. But what comes next, really, in your career? A very competitive world in economic crisis. Professor Homburg already spoke about this. The question is this a threat? Yes and no. I spend a lot of time in the US. You know, the Americans are a little bit more optimistic. And they say, obviously, each challenge is also an opportunity. And I see it especially for you, the younger people, that the change is all the time the opportunity. And you should not be really afraid. I know a lot of my colleagues or former colleagues from the HR departments on the board, the so-called Arbeitsdirektor in the German DAX, you know, and they are all looking for people like you. Yes, it's true that we don't hire as many people as we already did before, but we hire the top people, and we continue to hire more the top. So you should not be afraid. You will have an excellent career and an excellent future. Can I give you a little advice? Maybe I made some career 28 years ago, and some would ask, what is the recipe? Do you have a kind of a magic sword or recipe for success? To be honest, I had no recipe at the beginning. I worked hard and had luck. This is maybe like all the careers. But over the years, I got from my experience some factors which I believe are the major factors for success. By the way, factors which guarantee long-term success. I think is, it was also mentioned from you, sustainability. And part of the factors why we have the crisis is because we are way too much short-term oriented. So I want to speak about sustainable success factors. And sometimes they are not really measurable. That's the title of my small speech. So I don't want to speak about short-term adjustments like eine Abwrackprämie, which we learn, which we can help over 1 year or 2 years. I want to really focus on long-term success factors. Again, I don't have too much time, so I will restrict myself to 5 really important topics for you. And basically, this is the source for my success. Education, number 1, climate of innovation, willingness for success, globalization, diversity, and maybe the most important part at the very end, trust. So let's start with education. Fits perfect to our ceremony, as I already said, best education here in Mannheim, so we can celebrate. Then we can only ask the staff, please don't rest, continue like we did in the past, and we will have excellent education also here. For the graduates, MBA is already not the first education, we have already had other education. I have bad messages. Unfortunately, the education is not over. You have more lifelong learning. So if you look, I'm not sure what is the translation of Halbwertszeit des Wissens, maybe afterwards we can provide this, is getting really shorter and shorter. That means the moment you start your career, you have to again learn, so education is not over. What can I give an advice for the society and for politicians? We have in Germany not really many resources. We have a little bit oil, not too much, some maybe irons and things like that, maybe also some good wine in the region and others. But basically our resources are the brains of our people. So we have only one chance to be successful, and this is education. And I want to really focus on one important thing. We should, besides the fact that we are here celebrating business school, we should look in Germany more on the so-called MIT disciplines. What do I mean with MINT? This is mathematics, information technology, natural science and engineering. And we have way too few people who are studying this. And this gets even worse if we are looking on the female side students. We have to encourage more girls really and female students to go this way. Otherwise in Germany we have a competitive disadvantage. If you look at the numbers of